Downtown Indianapolis moving at warp speed in this time-lapse footage. We're in the basketball hotbed of Indiana. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports with Brett DeAngelo.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are never an easy out. Malcolm Brogdon says this team always exceeds the expectations. It takes after the Midwest.
And those kind of words, DA, right from a guy that leads like he does. Terrific story. Thank you, David. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside.
In for the Cavaliers.
George against Garland. Jackson trying to break free. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Brogdon. And that ties it up.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Okoro passes to Markkanen. Garland against George. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Shoots over Brogdon. Markkanen can't get it to go.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
The three from George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 5 points so far. And so it's Malcolm Brogdon making highlights for Indiana. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
They're looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here. Second, Drummond is the center with Love playing post as well. Okoro out there with Garland, and it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the 76ers, played some superb ball. He added 33 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. It was really spectacular watching him take over a game like that. He proved once again that he is an elite talent. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
And Drummond kicks to Okoro. The wide open look here for Garland. Knocks down the three ball. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And the Cavaliers call time here. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
For the Cavaliers, Mobley, he's checked in for Love. Little comes in for Markkanen, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Garland. And the Cavaliers with possession here. It's a 5-point game. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Beverley feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. And here is Okoro. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Beverley against George. The pass to Duarte. Back to George. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Cleveland. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Okoro and the three off target. Pacers leading by 5. Well, it's one of the things most fans don't notice. But Malcolm Brogdon, Greg, is one of the best free throw shooters ever.
How about had a year where he shot 93% from the line to lead the NBA, and for his career, just about a 90% shooter. That's a huge advantage for a point guard like Brogdon, a guy who manages the ball late in close games.
Here's Duarte, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Malcolm Brogdon has become a Pacers stalwart. He said, I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. I've been asked to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow. Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you. 1:14 left to play in the first half. Here's Okoro. Nails the baby hook.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The three from George. That shot off. And Cleveland the other way now. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
From deep. Offensive rebound. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got the lead up to 11 now for the Pacers. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Cavaliers. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cleveland moving it around to the inside. And the rejection by Jackson. Now, here's Okoro. He's guarded by Brogdon. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Little. Here's Mobley, and finally they hit one. Mobley's got 9.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And so it's Indiana ahead by 9 as the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from George.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
They've got Jackson. Junior's out there with Brogdon. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Good D by Brogdon.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Right wing. Here's Duarte, guarded by Garland. The shot no good by Duarte. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Bounce pass from Beverly. Garland looking it over. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
Really exciting, the potential of Darius Garland. If he finds an offense that he can operate in to continue to be efficient, he's a guy that's going to keep improving.
Love's check in for Cleveland. Lowry Marketing comes in for Little.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. It's pretty much automatic.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
There's Garland. Allen passes to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Down low. George against Allen. George passes Duarte. The 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
There's Garland, and he converts the layup.
Darius Garland.
Garland's got 4 points this quarter.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. The feed now to Love. Back to Garland. Passes it to Beverly. Lobbed up there for Allen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A good job of reading the pick and roll there from Patrick. You give him a passing lane, he's going to get to it.
And Pat Beverly, one of the most antagonizing guys in the league, Brent. How would you go about keeping him out of your head?
Well, I would bring tweezers to the game, Kevin, to be honest with you, to try to remove that splinter as soon as possible. Once Pat Beverly gets up underneath you, man, he can cause guys some confusion and get them really frustrated.
Allen kicks to Garland. Back to Allen. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. A rebound by Bitadze.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
It's Allen, top of the key. He kicks it to Garland. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
For the Cavaliers, Drummond's checked in for Jared Allen. Mobley comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Little in for Markkanen. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Brogdon. Garland against George. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. George has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pacers.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Garland, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Brogdon. George against Garland. That's good for George on the assist from Brogdon.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
And they get it. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So it's Indiana out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's listen to it.
We got to make sure our defense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. Little out there with Mobley. Then there's Garland. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Beverly in at the shooting guard position. Garland, no good.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
George with the bucket. George has got 18 points just in the second half.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And that one drops.
He's attacking right now. Patrick Beverly just getting fired up, and his team is doing the same.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Garland. George passes to Orte. That one goes. Count it. And the Pacers lead by 19.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the middle. There's Garland. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
First team.
Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
At the line for two.
And he's good on the second.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Pass to Brogdon. Outside, George puts up a three, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his fourth assist in this one. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Now Mobley. Drummond finds Garland. Fires from 14, and he drops that one in. 14 points for Darius Garland.
Garland showing no lack of confidence on that jump shot.
Garland against George. Bitadze, the pass to Brogdon. Here's George. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Good on the bucket.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
And they made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
Outside, George. Got a piece of it. Inside, and here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop.
Good route there from Beverly in transition, so quick and then really decisive on his line to the basket.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Well, look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Beverly dishes to Allen. Garland against George. Here's Allen. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Allen's got 4 this quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pacers.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for George.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And Beverly kicks to Garland. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
And he makes the first. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Stevens is checked in. And it's Cedi Osman in for Little.
Well, the length of Jared Allen is such a huge asset. He's a shot blocker and a rim runner, and that's what people are looking for. More versatility and athleticism from the 5 spot.
RJ passes to George. There's the 3. Traps in the tray. George has got 48.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Driving to the basket. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Garland. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous.